ramping, I just found out this feature existed. This is a way to give your shot a bit of a cinematic look, such as something like this. First, you need to take your clip and put it onto the Filmora timeline. Then you have to double click on it. Go up here to speed, click speed ramping. There's none, which is no effect at all. Customize, montage, hero moment, bullet time, jumper, flash in, and flash out.
You can also zoom in and out of the speed ramping timeline with this slider over here, and they also show the duration of the clip over here. Now, just to clarify, this does not show the duration of the entire project. We can prove that by taking this clip over here, look at the duration over here, move the scrubber to the end, and then look at that duration. There's more time over here than there is there. And if we go to the end of the speed ramping clip, the total time is the same time as the duration.
These are all speed ramping presets, but I like to use customize because it lets you do whatever you want. Okay, so first you have to find the part of the clip that you want to edit. Then you go up here to the speed ramping timeline. You can scrub through the timeline with the scrubber on the speed ramping section. You could use a scrubber on the main timeline, but that causes a problem when you need to move these around because it moves your scrubber with it. So first you have to find the part of the clip that you want to edit, then take this dot over here and move it to where you had your scrubber on the timeline. Then you take this dot over here and move it closer to this one. If you want to make the clip faster, you move it up, and if you want to make it slower, you move it down. In this case, I want to make it faster, so I'll do something like that. And depending whether you want a more abrupt or gradual change in speed, you can move this back and forth. When the line is steep, that means more of an abrupt change, and when the line is gradual, that means more of a gradual change. And in this case, I want it to be more abrupt, so I'll take this dot and move it over here. Then we can hit enter to render the clip, or it might be returned for you. And then when you replay the clip, this scrubber will move with the clip. So let's replay it. And there you go. And if we want, we can also slow it down by moving this down. And there we go. Now it's slower. And then it gets faster. And there you go, that's speed ramping. And if you want to do this again to the same clip, you don't have to cut it and do the same on that clip. Instead, you can click this little plus up here and it will add another dot for you. And you can add however many you need and you can go from there.
These arrows on the side also work the same as the dots. So if you wanted to start your clip fast or slow, all you have to do is move one of these arrows.
There's also freeze, which freezes the frame, and you can pick how long you want to freeze for. Then click OK, and then the clip will freeze. And if you want to delete any of these, you right-click and click delete.
You also have the option to maintain the audio pitch. And what that does is that it keeps the clip sounding the exact same, except now it speeds up and slows down when the clip speeds up and slows down. It actually works pretty well, but if you keep the option off, the clip kind of sounds weird. But say you made a custom speed ramping thing that you actually really like and you want to save it so you can use it later. Well, this one I already have saved because I was testing out the feature myself, so I'll just change it a tiny bit so I can do this. Okay, so to save it, you go down here and click Save as Custom. Then you can name it whatever you want. Then click OK. And then in your speed ramping presets, you go all the way to the right, and there it is. If you want to rename it, you right-click and click Rename. If you want to delete it, you can't be on the preset while you delete it. You have to be clicked off, and then you can click the trash can icon and delete. And there it goes. Another way to get the speed ramping effect is by cutting the clip multiple times, and having this one normal, this one fast or slow, and then having this one normal again. I did it that way in iMovie because iMovie doesn't have speed ramping. And I'd say it might be a bit more precise, because there you can use the real scrubber and you know exactly where the clip is going to speed up and slow down. Though I don't know if it looks as smooth as using the actual speed ramping feature.